In this short video, I'd like to walk you through the steps to show you how quick and easy it is to create an ELN final report from Siligent's ELN. We begin with the home page of our ELN. From there, I'll briefly show you the workspace, which is where you'll find your notebooks. I will highlight this notebook and show you quickly that some of the experiments I have saved. And from this notebook is where the route will come from for the final report. If you go to the Explore menu, click, you'll see Final Report as an option. Click on Final Report. It now takes you to a summary table of previously created and saved final reports that I, as a user with my privileges, have access to. I will now create a new final report. You can click on the plus button, New Final Report. From there you can enter a name. This can be changed later or left blank. Now we come to the target compound filter. This is the key step in which you will decide the target of your final report. In this case, I'm going to draw a substructure, which in this case will be a thiazole. I draw it in our proprietary JS Draw Sketcher, and you see that I'm limiting my search to one account, Siligent's account. If I wished, I could also sub-filter by project code. In addition to that, if you chose, you could search by registration ID number or sample ID number instead of by substructure. Furthermore, the search parameters can be limited by date. The default search is substructure, but you can search full search. I'm going to just choose substructure, click OK, and now it's communicating with the server. It's finding all examples of a thiazole in this instance of the ELN in that account. You can see it finds a variety of them. The first one on the list is the one I want to use for the subject of my final report, so I will click on that box and then click on Next down on the bottom right. It now searches through the ELN backwards from that final structure, finding all synthetic routes to that target molecule. You can see now it found the routes to this target molecule on the right hand side, also shown at the top left. And this is the sample ID of the target molecule. It's notebook 73, page 298, product 1. And it found two possible routes to this molecule. I will choose the one with the highest overall yield and click on that little button, and now click Next. Now at the top you can see again the final route, target molecule, and now we choose the individual steps for each step of the route. I will choose in each case the step that has the highest overall yield. So for example, here we have 81.85%, 90.57%. I will choose the second one. Step number 2, there's only found one choice, so I will click that. Step number 3, again I will choose the one with the higher yield. Step number 4, there's only one option. Step number 5, there are two choices, and again, one has 93% yield, one is 78, so I'll choose the higher yield. Now we just click Next, and we've created our final report. Over on the top of the page, you can see each individual step with the scale, so the amount of the material, the purity of the product, the yield of that step, and the amount produced. And again, down below there's a table of all the steps. Those are the ones I just previously clicked on. And so we have our final report. All we need to do now is click on Save, and it's saved to the table that I showed you at the beginning. And once it's saved, you can also then export it as a Word document or as a PDF. And if there are any embedded documents in each of these experiments, such as analytical PDFs, they will be attached to this final report. So I'm going to click Save as Word, and you can see here what a final report looks like. Gives the logo at the top that can be configured to your company's logo. Gives us title page, structure page of the subject of the report. Again, scroll down and you can see now a delivery summary, amount delivered. All these things can be edited if they weren't pulled in from the notebook. You can see the overall scheme with amounts, yields, scale, and then each step of the reaction shown here. For example, this first step, you can see the different stoichiometry tables, and this is the experimental taken directly from the notebook. So that is the final report, and so on down to the bottom. You can see that there were actual NMRs associated with this final report, and they are attached also in the Word document. LCMS as well. So that's it. That's the final report.